No more Mr. Nice Guy.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore N More podcast. It's your host with the motherfucking balls, TJ Bowser, the Lady Arouser, and joining me, as always, is your dark lord of knowledge, Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And Big Johnny D.
What's up, Gorehounds? Ho,
and
ho,
here
ho.
to protect and serve is Officer Bob.
Yes.
What's up, assholes?
So today is December 21st, 2020, and we got a banger, a doozy of an episode for you today. But first, you know what time it is. It's time for your Slice of Life. Big Johnny D, what did you do?
Well, let's see. I completed my last full week of work, so that was nice. And I'm on my last 2 days for this week and no more for the year. I definitely did some nice gaming this weekend, which was excellent. Played a game I think actually you gentlemen will enjoy. It's called Remnant, if you haven't heard of it. And it's like horror Destiny. At least that's how I could explain it. So it's a 3-player co-op game. It plays like Dead Space, where you have a dedicated melee to right trigger, and then you have your shooting aspects. Fuck yes. And it's hard as fuck, dude. It's almost like Dark Souls meets Dead Space meets Destiny. Like, that's probably the easiest.
John?
Yes.
We didn't make it 2 minutes without getting a pull notification.
Fucking dick, dude. Are you serious?
We just broke the record, baby. 2 minutes before we got pulled. So this will be the last episode with this intro.
We pulled out.
Yeah, I think that has to be decided, dude, because
Yeah, I'd
like
say
every
that's
episode since. God damn. What's up, Scuba? Welcome
What's
to
up?
the party.
Scuba Steve.
Yeah, man. But like I said, dude, enjoying Remnant. It's an awesome game. Started playing Carry On as well, which is that Thing type game where you play as the monster.
You can tell he got Game Pass.
Oh yeah, dude. I've been fucking going like and I'd like to Xbox actually did an update on their app for PC, so now I actually got it to work on my fucking PC and my Xbox. So now I'm just like picking and choosing on what I want to down. So like I downloaded like Blair Witch and Dead Cells and shit on the PC.
Okay,
But
your butthole a little bit there, buddy.
yes, I can't wait, dude.
But,
But
a little bit.
I can't. It's so hard, dude, because I'm in that weird like gamer conundrum where it's like you have too many games to play and you don't know what you want to play.
Yep.
So you start looking at a new game just for the fuck of it. You're like, I can't do this. It's kind of like fish or cut bait for a fisherman, dude. It's just bad. Other than that, man, just enjoying myself. I watched this movie again, reminisce to it. It's been a minute. And I have some things to say.
Oh, we got
We'll
lots
get
of
into that.
things to say.
Oh, yeah, we do.
There's going to be a lot of different opinions. That's all.
Yes, I
Oh.
believe so.
It was, yeah, it was a ride. That's all I'm going to say for now.
Look at my shadow on the blinds.
Ooh.
It's Billy.
You need, so you know what you need? You need like, you almost need like another silhouette thing behind it, like casting it with like a knife.
Yeah.
His shadow on the blinds looks like the original poster for the original Black Christmas.
Yeah,
A little bit. Yeah. If he had more of a belly like myself, he would give it a little bit more of a Hitchcock appeal to it. But, dun, dun. But no, man, other than that, man, just enjoy myself, counting down the days till Christmas. It's going to be a weird year, but
Yeah.
we're still going to fucking enjoy it. So anyways, Chad, how you doing, my brother?
Well, let me tell you some things. Okay, so Tuesday was my first day back. Tuesday was my first day back off of quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So Tuesday went well. Wednesday did not get a full. So Wednesday we did not get a full day in because we started getting hammered with snow. And about half hour, 45 minutes before the end of the shift, the plant manager comes and says, "Everybody, drop what you're doing. We're closing down. Go home."
No shit.
So that was a fun drive. Luckily, I knew we were expecting snow, so I took the wife's car because she has 4-wheel drive.
Good choice there. Good choice.
And a 20-minute drive took over an hour to get home because of the roads and the snow and everything. So,
Holy fuck.
Sarah had to go to work that night, and it took 3.5.
oh, they canceled work for everyone
Oh,
else.
you're lucky.
And then
Yeah, but she's a nurse, right? She's kind of
Yeah.
fucking that situation.
So the next morning, I wake up and start getting ready for work. I have 2 missed calls from my bosses saying, we're shut down for the day. Don't bother coming in. So, all right, I have no day. Meanwhile, the Tuesday I came back, I was told that any PTO time requested after Sunday was going to get denied because of how many orders we have. So I decided to use my wellness day Friday. Otherwise, I was going to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Those don't carry over. So I was off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and went back to work on Sunday.
All right.
Sunday, I ended up being 15 minutes late for work because it decided to snow another 2 inches or so on top of it, and the roads weren't even plowed.
You know
So-
what? I'd be happy for an extra 2 inches. I'll tell
You're
you
right,
what.
dude. Like that.
Yeah, right?
Oh my
I
god.
think a lot of us would be.
Yeah.
It's always life's trouble right there. Just a few inches short.
So, like I said, I had to turn around, get the wife's car, come back, and hit the roads. And I was a little bit late for work, so I stayed late. And this morning, I get up about 3 o'clock in the morning and realize it's a little cold in here.
What's a little cold? What were we down to?
66 degrees.
All right, I was gonna say you're a dad. There's no way you didn't know the temperature on the thermostat when.
Oh, as soon as it gets a little cold, I wake up and realize it. So turns out the
Stephanie.
thermocoupler in the furnace went. So I had to have somebody come out and fix it. And thankfully, it was only a $60 fix.
Yeah, I'll start believing
Nice.
that that's a fucking real thing thermocoupler.
No, I was gonna say
Okay.
they're usually about $40 to $60 depending on.
So yeah, parts and labor, it was only $60 to fix it.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
Not bad
Parts
at
and
all.
Labor is the spinoff of Parts and Rec, for those who don't know.
Please give me that.
That's
Please.
a dad joke you ever heard one.
But anyhow, I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning. I am tired as fuck. I did not go into work because I'm not going to work with just 3 hours of sleep.
No.
Don't blame you.
So work tomorrow.
Work tomorrow.
I say-
Tomorrow and Wednesday.
Christmas, dude.
Tomorrow and Wednesday, then we're off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then work Sunday through Wednesday next week.
Ah.
So yeah.
Hey.
So my days off, I did some Christmas shopping and played some Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Loving that game.
How many hours into it?
So far, I want to say 15 to 20.
Jeez.
I mean, it's a very.
You probably haven't even scratched. fucking
I've barely scratched
anything.
the surface. I've seen people saying it takes at least 150 to 155 hours to complete.
Holy fuck, dude.
There's a
That's some
lot.
dedication.
Well, there's a lot you have to do. It's like, I don't know if you played Fallout 4, where you have a settlement.
I did not, but I understand.
Yeah, you
yeah.
build up a settlement, stuff like that. But it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it.
Nice.
So that's the whole rundown of my past week. Bobby, how about you, brother?
Oh, this was a fun weekend with the snow. I mean, snow never bothered me, so I just broke
Good
out.
morning.
I just broke out my dad's car and really plowed through everything. That's how beast of a car that is. So
Right.
everybody else was getting stuck. I was just going by, going, "Hi, hi." You're
Just as long as you weren't speeding, so you didn't end up in the ditch like those guys.
I never do. 'Cause
Good.
I'm smart.
Well, you know how it is, dude.
Oh,
We all live up in where we get snow, man. People forget how to drive as soon as
Oh,
it fucking hits.
They
like that.
do. It's so ridiculous.
listen. A flake hits the ground. Oh shit, we're done. Like that's it.
Right?
This weekend, I was not gaming, nor did my water, go bad. I was making eggnog.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, dude, I found a recipe on Instagram, and I've shared it, so it came out so good. I made 2 batches of it, and needless to say, a few of me and my friends had a little.
I see what TJ grabbed. He's
I
got,
was gonna say, dude, he
he's
just
got a
dropped
stack. He's got a stack.
Pile of shit.
I'm
like-
prepping for show and tell. Leave me alone.
Listen, TJ, we know you want to make love to him, but that's
Oh.
hey,
I'm making sure
It's just funny though because we all noticed it, dude. It was not.
He just plops it down.
he's counting them. He is counting them.
Oh, I love it.
So, but-
I got them all. Okay, whenever you're done, Bob.
So that was my weekend, was chilling out, drinking eggnog, and among other things, and just chilling out with family and friends. That was pretty much it. And that eggnog recipe, that will be here on Christmas Eve too. So
How much did it make?
it made about 6 glasses worth, like decent sized glasses worth.
That's not bad then. It's not too much.
Well, it depends on the amount of alcohol you put in there.
What were you mixing?
quite a bit.
What were you mixing, buddy?
I make sure people, feel it.
What was the mixer?
What were we mixing? Rum,
No,
whiskey.
I want to try it with rum, so I'm gonna.
I miss the days where I drank whiskey with Bobby.
I never have. So you got one.
Oh,
on me.
Johnny, if when we
Oh,
have
gotta
bro.
do it.
you and I drink, just put pillows in the bar. We'll leave the bar. Fuck it, that's where we're staying. Who gives a shit?
Oh man.
So that was my weekend. TJ, as I can see in the corner there, it looks like you got a big load.
Can we mention Brody's comment, by the way?
Oh yeah, he knows. He knows what's up. So as you can see, we got some lighting going on. That is because we now have room on the desk here at the Louder Studio, because I got something called Mount It, and all the screens that are on here are now mounted up. Like there's a computer right here. Like
DJ's
there's
all
a
about the
computer
marketing.
right here. Pull that frame real quick. So that's really cool. That definitely helped with so much. Hope you guys can hear me a little bit. Oh, there we go.
We can hear you great.
Okay. So I got a big shipment in, and then I also finally pulled the trigger after months and months of Chad busting on the group chat. Kind of like, did you get a 4K player yet? Did you get a 4K player yet? And I finally got one, and I got a Sony UBX 700. It is fantastic. So I picked up my first, well, not my first, but I had to pick up a movie. I picked up Blade in 4K because I recently showed in the group chat the difference between the new scan and the old one, and this is a significant difference. It makes the film cinematic AF. Highly recommend that.
Can I ask a quick question about that? The end fight scene, dude, when he what's his name? Actually, Frost turns into the Blood God. How does that look? Because I mean, we're talking 97, so the CGI was a little wonky then.
It's just clean. It's just super clean. I watched Starship Troopers the other day. It's just ultra clean.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, man, I haven't watched Starship Troopers in a
when that HDR10 kicks in, you're like, ugh.
How does that go again?
Record that.
So I also did something. I got like this thing from Vinegar Syndrome months ago. The Black Friday sale. I ordered a bunch. So
Yeah,
I got
you went fucking ham.
Yeah, I know.
Cemetery of Terror from Ruben Galindo Jr. This is a zombie movie. Taryn's not too fond of it. She says it's stupid. Grave Robbers from Ruben Galindo Jr. It's a slasher film.
That one I have heard of.
Have you watched all of these yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Rest in Pieces by Jose Larraz. I have his other two films, Deadly Manor and Rest in Pieces, from Arrow Video.
All right.
This is a Troma release. They distribute it. Dead Dudes in the House or House on Tombstone Hill. None of these guys are in the movie. These are just random 90s diversity dudes that they paid.
Nice.
That's even better. Because I was just like, what fucking...
It's hilarious. It's about a killer grandma. Literally, the movie's so well paced that it starts with them pulling up to a house, smashing a tombstone, and the killer jumps up as soon as they smash the tombstone. And it's just balls to the wall until the end.
That sounds like a movie we need to be in.
Oh, yeah. It's like Blood Hook, but hot, like wackier because it's an old lady. There's like this scene. It's like, where's my boyfriend? Oh, your boyfriend? Oh, he's dead. What do you mean he's dead? Oh, that's because I killed him, honey. I killed him. Yeah. I stabbed him and there's blood everywhere. It's like, what the fuck?
Seriously, what the fuck?
Silent Madness in 3D with a perfect slipcover. Look at this. He's out there. The terror has just begun.
3D? Does it give you classic 3D? It comes with the glasses?
Yeah, fucking right. I'm going to open this up for you. There's the alternate cover.
Just one.
I like the cover better.
And we get glasses, 3D glasses.
Nice.
It has the full true 3D.
Ooh.
And then it also has the anaglyph.
Nice.
Yes. So unlike the new Friday the 13th box set, this actually gives you the goods.
Well,
forever shitting on that thing. Another Ruben Galindo Jr. movie, Dimension Occultus, or Don't Panic.
Don't panic.
Okay,
I like that cover,
I know about
though.
Don't Panic.
I like that cover art.
Yeah,
It's a bonkers tribute to A Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'd say it definitely is.
All right.
And does that not look like a Kandarian dagger?
Yeah, I was going to say, I was thinking Deadite with that dude on the cover there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. There's a really wacky scene of him popping in, like, he does a Slumber Party Massacre 2 scene where he pops up randomly in the back of a car and he's like, ah! It's like, what the fuck? Now we get on to the Argento films from Ronin Flicks.
Nice.
They were selling a 4-pack, and it was 52% off when everything was said and done. So we got Michael, is it Michel Savies or Mike, Michele? How do we? Michel Sovi.
I like,
Dario Argento produced The Church. That is a tower of bodies.
but I like the
It
face.
Looks like a cool cover.
Yeah,
is gnarly. And then we have Dario Argento's The Card Player from 2004. This film is fantastic. So pretty much it is like a dude who kidnaps girls and he plays a game of cards with the cops. And if they lose, she dies.
I see you found my documentary.
Yes. 1998's slasher remake of The Phantom of the Opera.
Slasher remake.
Yes. Dario Argento directed. And then featuring Kelly Curtis, sister of Jamie Lee Curtis, The Sect.
I feel like I've heard of that one.
Hey, that one sounds
That
familiar.
does sound familiar.
It's bonkers. It's 117 minutes that you'll never get back.
That's like another movie, but we'll.
Yes, I've watched the Argento films. They're delightful.
All right.
The other ones, I'm scared.
Is that something we could do in a watch party with that?
Probably.
If we could.
I really want. I'm getting a DVD drive, well, a Blu-ray drive for this. So I think
Uh-huh.
we should be able to do watch parties. Over on patreon.com/Project Louder.
$5
Become a
a
Jive
month.
Turkey today for only $5 and get watch parties, live Q&As, bonus content, extra interviews, and so much more. Patreon.com/Project Louder. Anyway, guys, onward and upward with today's episode, and that is 2006 Black Christmas, directed by Glenn Morgan, written by Glenn Morgan, produced by Marty Aldenstein, Don Paris, Victor Slotnicki, and Steve Coben, James Wong, and Glenn Morgan. Holy fuck.
There
Also
was a
Mark
lot.
Cuban.
Wow.
There's also Mark Cuban in there.
That's
Starring.
that is some
He was an
studio reference
executive
there.
producer. All he does is give money. They
Yeah,
don't do
fair
anything.
enough. Katie Cassidy as Kelly Presley. Michelle Trachtenberg as
There.
Melissa Kitt. I am getting an echo from somebody, so fix that. Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Heather Fitzgerald. Lacey Chabert as Dana Mathis. Kristen Cloak as Leigh Colvin. Andrea Martin as Barbara McHenry. Crystal Lowe as Lauren Hannon. Oliver Hudson as Kyle Autry. Karen Knovel as Constance Lenz. Dean Frizz as Agnes Lenz. Christina Krivici as young Agnes. Robert Mann as Billy Lenz. Oh, this is a long cast. Canyon Weave as young Billy. Jessica Harmon as Megan Helms. Leela Savasta as Claire Crosby. Kathleen Cole as Eve Agnew. Howard Seagal as the stepfather, that is the brother of Steven Seagal. Peter Wilds as Frank
It's
Lenz.
not. It's not.
It could be. You don't know.
Music by Shirley Walker, that is Paul Walker's sister. Cinematography by Robert McLan. Edited by Chris Willingham. Distributed by Dimension Film /MGM. Released December 15th, 2006. Runtime of 90 midgets. That's 90 little people if you're PC. Budget of $9 million. Gross $21.5 million.
Wow.
Chad?
You know, despite the fact that it made $21.5 million, it's still considered a failure. But let's roll that beautiful bean footage that was never even in the movie.
Oh, this is
I'm gonna be mad if this is cooler than the shit that we got.
15 years ago, on Christmas Eve, his family
Why did Billy have to have jaundice?
became
I have-
his victim.
I have a question. I have that same question, and I think I also have an answer.
Now,
All roads and airports are officially closed. This one is not gonna let up.
a group of college friends
That sucks. Everyone should be home for Christmas.
are about to discover
Lauren, we're opening up presents.
Where's Oliver
Why don't you open
Queen?
the present we got?
their
I understood that reference.
I got it.
is his home.
All is calm, all is bright. Who is in my house tonight?
Don't you have lots of toys to deliver to good little boys and girls?
You really shouldn't provoke somebody like that.
And on December 25th,
You're definitely getting punked.
Is that Santa's reindeer?
all he wants for Christmas
Is Megan in her room?
is
I feel like peeking through the floor is extremely unconventional.
like his very own.
Yeah, but she was drunk, so it's not.
Wrong movie. Last week, bro.
never happened.
Not on the cut we saw.
No, it's in the notes. I'll explain.
What the fuck was that?
Not in the cut we saw.
I will explain.
My family now.
Dude, what was the
Christmas.
fucking buzzsaw Christmas light thing?
Serious.
And why didn't we get that?
Okay, I can explain that further in the notes, but what Glenn Morgan didn't realize was the Weinsteins actually asked for a couple days to do some pickup shots for the movie, and he okayed it. And what they did was shot scenes that they just wanted for the trailer, just to advertise it. They were never intended to be in the movie. They pulled a fast job on the director. It's in my notes. Yep.
You notice how that always happened with the Weinsteins half the time?
Bobby, we all know they have the best credibility and reputation in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Only the utmost respect from those people.
They got the best credibility. I am the right-hand man of God, okay?
Fair enough.
You might be. I don't know.
But there are 3 different versions of this movie, and none of those scenes are in either of them.
John, is it possible that we can get more of you in frame?
Let me sit up.
Oh, there we go.
I was
wondered why I was
slouching.
so low today. Oh, okay.
I was feeling comfy. All right. So
Yes. I guess this is my pick, so I'll read the.
I don't think it really qualifies as anyone's pick. It's just a remake.
That's true.
Last year, I mean,
which was your pick last year? Yes.
Yes. Okay, so loosely based off the original Black Christmas, it says one of the horror centennial slashers, the first slasher film ever. Black Christmas accounts a night at a sorority house days before Christmas. It's a house that carries with it a lot of history, having been the scene of a family murder at the hands of Billy, a jaundice-ridden boy who was neglected after his mother murdered his father and raped him. He's a child who lives in the attic and uses crawl space to get around, observing life through the main glory holes that litter the dilapidated house. Love it. Having even an incest subplot that sees Billy's mother conceive a child with him, a young girl who is eventually locked away at the same mental ward as Billy after he takes out her eye and murders his mother and her lover. Now, over 20 years later, the sorority sisters who reside in the house are being picked off one by one until they must confront the house's sordid history. So this movie's an atrocity. And that's all, folks. See you guys next week.
Wow, that's the shortest episode ever in Gore N More history.
Holy fuck, dude. Yeah.
we are going to be split 50-50 on this. It was not an atrocity. If you take out the stupid subplot of Billy's explaining who Billy is, but if you just watch it,
it's like taking Busta out of Resurrection.
Okay, there are certain things that I can definitely take on a positive note with this movie.
Oh yeah, same here.
There it is. I love the Christmas decor in it. I love the lighting in it. There's a lot of cool stuff.
We could
like
just
that.
do without the cutbacks to Jaundice Billy. I'm just saying.
Oh,
yeah,
so
I agree there.
I have the same question of why he's. And I know this is kind of jumping, but I feel like this is it's just something that needs to be. This is my only possible answer that I could have. Mm-hmm. Is so we got this in 2006.
Yes.
The year before, 2005, we got an awesome comic movie that probably a lot of us enjoy or love, and that it was Sin City. And that we had a main jaundice villain in it. And I think it's just something that somebody honestly liked from that. And they were like, you know what? We're going to fucking do this. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, dude, it was like the same tone of jaundice, like in that movie. Like, that's, I don't know.
Is that a way to make him look weird without mutating him? Or like,
pretty much. That's how I would look at it, which is.
The whole subplot of Billy's backstory was not originally meant to be in it. That is, again, the Weinsteins.
Fuck, dude. This is what happens with over too many producers on a fucking
This would be rad if he took that all out.
It would be.
Right? If you took out
add that these guys.
I mean, okay, so let me ask you this.
That the attempted rape scene.
I was going to say, would you leave in the fact that the mom raped him and he conceived a child? Because, like, that was kind of the whole big thing of this movie.
I wouldn't say that that's the biggest thing. I think just even if giving him a fucking story makes the whole Billy null and void at this point.
Well, it definitely makes you more empathetic towards him, I would say.
So anybody that lives in this house is now his family?
Yeah.
Sounds familiar, too.
Anybody that he kills is family?
That sounds like Halloween 6.
I mean, and let's be fair, dude. Billy really didn't get a lot of kills.
Aren't they the Strodes in Halloween 6 though?
Yeah, but it's very loose. as much of that movie is very loose.
All right.
Continue.
Loose is never good.
Well, maybe
I don't know. Like I said, it's
Oh, that's for a different podcast.
like I said, it's probably worth a watch. It works well for the holiday settings, but I feel like there's 100 other horror Christmas movies that we could watch that I would.
Yeah, the original Black Christmas.
Definitely.
Now, that being said, I have still not yet to see the newest rendition of Black Christmas.
Don't need to.
In comparison, I might say, wow, this one is a lot better.
I wouldn't even pay the money.
They were released in the order they are good.
Yeah, pretty much. It just goes downhill.
You can't get better than 1974's Bob Clark's classic.
So I'm going to take.
It's amazing.
I'm going to take a guess and say this was TJ's first watch. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was all three of us except for you.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I watched this unfortunately back in 2008. That's when I first saw the very first OG Black Christmas, and the next day it was like when Blockbuster had the whole like you can get the DVD per mail, but then you could take it right back and get a rental from the store. So I got OG Black Christmas, instantly fell in love because anybody who's seen it would. So I was like, oh wow, they have a remake. And it only came out 2 years ago. I gotta go fucking see this.
Billy's actually scary.
Yeah. I'm a little sad, dude. And then they didn't let him throw out fucking the word cunt a couple times in this movie. Like, what the fuck?
Billy, I see that. I don't think the sexual nature of his perversion is weird because it's evident in the first movie through his words and stuff. The calls in this are extremely dialed back compared to the first film. And it was a huge letdown for me coming from a guy who originally just thought, I think that the calls in the original one are terrifying. I mean, even in today's standards, the things he says are gross. So I think that having it toned down significantly in this film and then just compensating with gore is just a cheap way of kind of. Yeah.
So not only the tone down, just to add on that, but like the fact that like, okay, you actually have an Agnes in the story. So now you actually kind of like know what he's talking about. Where in the first, like the OG one, he's just coming off straight batshit crazy. Like you have,
and that's what makes it better.
Right. No, I agree. And because like now you know who Agnes is. Like, yes, thank you, Brody. I knew you'd enjoy it.
And you know what would have been really cool if they did what they did last movie and they kept most of these scenes for the end and just showed it all at once. Like Agnes showed up and it was like a double reveal. It's actually two killers.
Well,
that would have been rad.
And
it was obvious from the beginning there was two killers.
Yeah.
Watch. I'm like,
but instead of explaining it the whole way throughout and just cutting back and forth between the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and then going up until this point and then merging the two stories, I just felt like it fucked with the pacing of the film so much.
I will agree with that because it also confused me a little bit. I'm like, hey, there's two fucking characters, or what's he wearing? Like, it took me a minute. Like, it took me a couple. Like, wait a minute, who the fuck is the second one? And then it came together at the end, and I'm like, but this was about him, not about the sister. That's what I put.
They almost kind of threw a red herring with the boyfriend showing up and acting all weird.
Yeah. And did you notice he was slightly yellowish in every scene too?
He was.
2006 color grading wasn't the best.
In fact,
when we mentioned this last week, we were going into this movie. I even said, I'm like, like we said, Silent Night 2012 was an era of its, or definitely from its era. This is hardcore mid.
Chad, did you catch my Billy impression in the chat earlier?
I did. I liked it.
It's been a while since I broke them out. Oh, here we go.
You got some balls there, buddy.
Billy's back. You're all my family now.
Very nice. Oh man, but like I said, there's not. We definitely get some sweet gore in this. I like
a lot of eye gouging in this movie.
Oh.
Yeah, and eye eating, and eye.
Hey, it's better than the alternative at this point, which was torture porn.
Fair.
Yeah, definitely.
Fair.
At least Billy's not setting up traps. It could have went that way. Just be grateful, okay?
I just wonder if it went to if it was going to go to like a.
We got beautiful unicorn piercing action. That's what we got.
Yeah, they definitely were like, you know what? We're gonna take one of the coolest scenes from the OG one, and we're just gonna make that like
The whole
30
thing.
minutes of this movie.
Exactly. what we're doing.
Speaking of cunts, let's hear from our resident.
Ooh, yes, I would love to hear what Mr. Brody thinks of this movie.
By all means.
Oh, jeez.
And no, Brody's not stoned out of his mind. If you're, he's just tired.
Howdy, howdy. It is your DKB here, once again to talk to you about a little horror film from 2006 called Black Christmas. Black Christmas, where to begin? Well, it's definitely a crawl space and eyeball film, you know, especially with the gore scenes. 2 thumbs up for the fucking gore in this film. It is amazing. It's pedal to the metal from the word go
It
and
fits the
does
show
not
title.
fucking stop. And I love that shit. And if you know me as well as you think you know me, you'll know that I fucking hate eyeball scenes. So kudos to you for making me fucking cringe throughout this movie. Thank you. In saying that, the plot holes in this film didn't quite cut it with me, especially some of the lighting, you know, especially the Christmas lights inside the house and some hallway scenes in the hospital. Like, who the fuck does that to their house? Certainly not me. I don't want my guests coming.
I thought the same thing, but I love it, dude.
Fucking foaming out the mouth and shit. I'm not trying to kill them. But in saying that, there was one scene that I really did enjoy, and that was, spoiler alert, with Billy being impaled by the Christmas tree at the end. You know, the shadow play of his body and the Christmas lights, betraying a big humanoid figure behind our actress, up on the roof and the ceiling. I thought that was really done very
Spoiler
much.
alert,
So
that's not the original ending.
kudos for them for fucking getting something right,
shit.
you know.
Jesus.
Gore N More score, I'm going to give it a 2.3 due to the fact that the gore in this film just did not stop, and it was fucking sinister, brutal, evil. The list goes on, you know. It was fucking great.
He
That's
just
what
does
I
not
love
like
in a
eye stuff
slasher
then.
film. I mean, you're trying to juggle with these characters from an all-time classic film.
Somebody's
you know,
never played Dead Space 2.
Kudos. for
I was gonna
trying
say,
do something
Jesus,
different.
fuck, dude.
It's
That's
gonna
what I
be
thought
hard
about.
to top the original, because
God, that shit could be nightmares.
Film, a cult classic, and one of the greatest horror films ever. But
That's
yeah,
right.
this is your DKB signing out. And as I say every week,
I want to trim his
cunts.
mustache so bad.
And I'm looking forward to you boys.
I'm
talking
coming
about
down
this
there. I'm
film.
trimming your mustache.
I really am. So, this is your DKB signing out, and I will catch you next week.
He just bought a new car.
Yeah, he did.
He
It's
bought
fucking
a
solid.
Chrysler
Yeah.
300C with a 5.7 liter V8.
Nice.
Pulls about 364 horsepower.
I'm gonna fucking be pimping in that shit, dude.
We already discussed Mad Maxing it out.
He's in
Just
I just
taking
wanna-
off the hood and just taking off the hood, purposely rusting it and just driving it around.
Dude, I want to see him like chop it, dude, and like add like super everything like matte black, dude. Like I don't know. Either way,
hot black, big block in that engine. You're good to go.
right?
It's badass, and I know it's going to make him happier than a pig and
Coming
shit. So,
outside like fucking crazy.
absolutely.
Ooh,
Absolutely. Hey, Chatty! Chatty
Yo.
work! Let's hear
All
that
right.
notes!
We have got some interesting stuff. So Glenn Morgan approached Mary Elizabeth Winstead about the movie at 4 a.m. in the airport after finishing Final Destination 3 with her. After being hesitant at first, after only just finishing a horror movie, she agreed to the role of Heather because she's a fan of the 74 version.
Mm.
Michelle Trachtenberg, I'm not even sure how the hell you say her last name, by the way. Trachtenberg. It's fucking Dawn Summers. Hey, I love Buffy. Okay, she became interested in serial killers during production and would often do research on them while on breaks. Andrea Martin, who played Phyllis in the original Black Christmas, said in an interview that she hadn't thought about Black Christmas for 32 years, and it came out of the blue when Glenn Morgan offered her the role as the house mother in the movie.
Mm. Wait, so just quick question. Michelle Trachtenberg, you know her from Buffy?
Mhm.
See, I feel like I remember her from like, I think she was like Harriet the Spy or some bullshit on Nickelodeon.
Something like
Which-
that, like before Buffy, yeah.
Yeah, like she was super little. But yeah, she looked good in this movie.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
say that.
Oh, yeah.
All the women definitely was like primo in this movie.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Where was I? The film was marketed as a Final Destination movie in Japan.
Really? Why?
Mhm.
Dude, I want to see a Final Destination Christmas.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
That's Has that been done?
Does Tony Todd dress
I don't
up like
think so.
Santa?
Dude, I don't know. Like, Final Destination should just do
I
a
don't-
Christmas movie. Like, why?
Yeah, I
the
don't
fuck-
think any of them have been centered around Christmas.
Does
That
Tony
would be
Todd
dope.
show up like Death, like but dressed as Santa? Is like yo yo yo, like y'all gonna
great.
die? Ho ho ho!
And I hope it's really bad Santa, dude. Like, it's just where like the beard is just hanging underneath. his
Right? Like
fucking-
it's like like there's no effort put into it.
right, like
Yeah.
just super floppy.
Yeah. And he just ominous Tony Todd just shows up.
I
Like,
will.
yeah, it'd be rad as fuck.
If somebody wants to make that, I will support the fuck out of that.
What are Christmas themed deaths that are natural?
Are in it for free.
Exploding turkey.
Ooh, I'm gonna say you definitely got to have light electrocution somewhere because that's an obvious. I would say, ooh, you know what? How about inflatable suffocation? Because there's tons of Christmas inflatables now.
Wait.
I mean, you could go with anything on this.
Ooh,
dude.
icicles. Icicles.
How about
Icicles, obviously.
falling off the roof onto a picket fence?
Ah, look
Ooh.
at this. This is good.
Better yet, on some kind of Christmas decoration where like Santa's holding a sign like North Pole, and then like he just goes right through the asshole or something.
Reindeer horns.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Quickly.
So then what else you got? You got to have a death in a chimney. Maybe like a dad like trying to be a Santa maybe in the beginning or some bullshit.
He falls head first into a chimney.
Right,
That'd be
like
too
he like
funny.
gets caught and then like he breaks his neck in the chimney. That's how it starts.
And they light the fireplace and he catches fire.
Ooh.
That'd be awesome.
All right. Oh man, bro, we're on a roll here.
Okay, so if you guys want to hear the rest of our Christmas wish list of Final Destination kills, head on over to patreon.com for the extended version of that.
Or you can head on over to Bloody Disgusting because they seem to steal all of our shit.
We'll write about it in 2 days.
Dude, I swear to fucking God, if there's a goddamn article an hour after this podcast, I'm like,
Final Destination Christmas. Like, what
Yeah,
the
like-
fuck?
Fuck.
Asshole.
or horror themed, how would you want to, environmental kill movies or some bullshit, dude. Or holiday themes, sorry.
Okay.
God damn it, dude.
Glenn Morgan wanted either Margot Kidder or Andrea Martin to play the house mother in the movie to pay.
Oh.
That would have been nice.
This is the last movie with scores composed by Shirley Walker before her unfortunate passing on November 29th, 2006, actually 1 month before the movie came out.
Oh,
And the
damn.
film is dedicated to her memory. The only other thing I can remember her doing is she did the soundtrack to Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Excellent movie.
Did not see that one.
What?
Huh.
You've never seen Mask of the Phantasm?
It's on Netflix, dude. If you're a fan of the old Batman animated series, then I would definitely suggest giving it a watch.
Oh, it's literally the best Batman movie ever.
Tomorrow night.
Dude, do you remember how that shit, like, Batman animated series, when that shit dropped, was so popular, that actually came to theaters. It wasn't even like a just direct to DVD or any bullshit like that. That was fucking nuts.
And it was released on Christmas Day.
Was it really?
Yes, it was.
Awesome.
Where was I? After the film's critical and financial failure, Bob Clark began working on a straight-up sequel to the original film, with Clark as the director and Olivia Hussey and John Saxon reprising their roles of Jess and Lieutenant Fuller, respectively, with Jess being the new house mother of the sorority house. Unfortunately, his untimely passing prevented the idea of ever coming to fruition. So we actually almost got a true sequel.
That would have been pretty cool to see.
I want to send my condolences to the Vasquez family. It looks like they just lost an uncle. Steve just lost his uncle.
Sorry to hear that,
Oh.
Steve.
Yeah, I saw
Our-
that.
Steve.
Sorry for your loss there, Steve. You need anything?
We love you, buddy. We love you, man. Let's see. After the box office failure of Willard, Glenn Morgan stated that if this film were to bomb, it would be the end of his directing career. This film would be a critical and financial failure, unfortunately proving his fears correct because, except for a few episodes of the newer seasons of X-Files, he's never directed again.
No shit.
Oh, I watched the X-Files movie recently from 2018. It's fucking mint.
I never watched that one.
I wanted
Good.
to, but I never got a chance.
Dude, it's nuts. It's fucking crazy.
Dude, what was the actual OG one was what, 98 when that dropped? I think it was.
3.
No. The original movie was...
When the series started. Then the X-Files movie, I think it was like late 90s, like 98,
I think it was
99.
99 or 2000.
It might have been. I remember when that shit dropped, but
I got my movies mixed up. My bad.
Oh, I hated that movie. Hated it.
It was, yeah.
2018 one's awesome. It's
I felt so ripped off because I expected more, and this literally could have just been a 2-part episode.
That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
there's a lot of Mulder and Scully fucking in the new ones. So
wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a very there's a
okay. Wait. When they reignited the series, was it because of that movie, or was the series that?
I think this kick-started the new season that they did.
What was it? The last season was like the 10th season.
That's got to be like 2016 or something. I don't think it's
that was
18.
Before that.
Is it? Oh fuck!
Yeah.
If I can remember dates anymore,
Short term's gone, buddy. I understand.
I'll tell you all fucking day Argento films and fucking slasher movies, but I can't fucking tell you anything that came out in the last 10 years.
I can't either.
Fuck that. Anyway, Luke Skywalker was in The Mandalorian. Keep going.
Amanda Seyfried auditioned for the lead role of Kelly, but lost to Katie Cassidy. The filmmakers stated they turned her down because they didn't want two Mean Girls actresses in the film.
That sucks.
Right?
Yeah, I think it's like a little fantasy of ours to watch them get murdered this way.
Yeah,
it's like fucking
just have a
chill.
whole cast of Mean Girls in here.
Yeah.
Have them just get off.
I'll see you bitches later.
It is a good movie.
Like Tina Fey just walks in, just get knives in the eye. Yeah. All right.
So many eye knives.
Can we do that movie, Mean Girls?
Okay.
Patreon. That's a Patreon episode.
Yeah.
Okay, continuing on. Glenn Morgan was good friends with Bob Clark, who directed the original. He received his blessing to direct this film and remained on set as executive producer. Clark managed to watch the film before he passed away.
I do have to say that the crawl space scenes are gnarly as fuck.
Yo, those are some of my favorite shots of the whole.
So scary.
Loved them.
I especially the one where it's like he's under the floor and you can see him fucking Spider-Man crawling real quick.
Oh.
Yeah, it's real nice. I love
Yeah,
it.
we watched another movie that had that in it, and it kind of did it a little bit better.
Yeah.
People understand. Mary Elizabeth Winstead stated that during breaks she would often read message boards and comments on the idea of the original film being remade and was entertained by all the hate and outrage.
Well, if you have Weinstein and Mark Cuban in there, not going to turn out well.
No.
Hindsight, huh?
The flashback sequences with Billy's family were filmed first, and the present-day scenes with the sorority sisters were filmed next, so as to have a dilapidated house be easily decorated with Christmas ornaments instead of having to do the whole process back and forth.
Nice house.
Glenn Morgan and the Weinstein brothers often clashed during filming due to their insistence that the film be more gory, which Morgan did not approve of. One egregious example is the cannibalistic tendency of the killers, which was not in the original script and only shoehorned into the film just to make it gorier.
I blame everything on Eli Roth.
That was weird. Like, I like the idea of flesh cookie, like Christmas cookies.
Yeah, but the close that was just kind of like, all right. I get.
I don't know. It just didn't. It didn't make sense why he would just start eating her. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I blame everything on Eli Roth making that type of stuff super popular at this time.
Yeah, that whole didn't make a lot of sense. By the way, bacon was used as the garnish, which was baked into the Christmas cookies Billy ingested in the cannibalistic cookie scene.
Oh, I wanted it to be like skin. Why can't it be real skin?
Right, like the chicken skin, like in the beginning.
Or pork skin. That'd be fucking gnarly. Little cracklings.
The ugly duckling sorority sister Eve, played by Kathleen Cole, was a model at the time of her being cast in the movie. This is actually her only film credit.
Now,
what the 5 fucking seconds she was in it? Hey, here's this gift. All right, bye.
Yeah, why did they even bother putting her in the movie?
No, it just seems so stupid and just not neat. Like,
I think literally the only reason to have her in the movie was just to give the unicorn purpose.
Yeah,
wrapped up.
But like, why did they have to go that weird archetype of just like, oh, she's the weird creepy girl that nobody else talks to? Like,
dude,
they didn't go anywhere with it. So what's the point of even going there? Like, I don't know, fucking dumb.
Maybe they wanted you to think that was Agnes.
That's probably what
I think that's what they were trying to lead up to too. Because like right after they showed her, they start talking about Agnes.
Yeah, like I actually thought that at first. I'm like,
I had that written down. I'm like, was Eve Agnes?
I guess I never thought about that just because like Agnes was just like kind of like super wide faced and everything.
Did
like
anybody
that,
catch the trailer for the new Wrong Turn?
Yes.
No.
Our boy Damian Malthy's in it from Strangers.
Ah,
He may or may not be the guy on the poster.
ah.
With the deer skull.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking sweet.
I actually like the Wrong Turn series, so I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, the first couple aren't too bad, huh?
The second one's fantastic.
Up to the third one, that's it. But I'll still watch the other ones no matter
I
how
talked
bad.
to,
I like the fourth one because it took place in the snow, so that was pretty cool.
was it Clay Boris who did the Wrong Turn 1 ED? Brody could probably tell me. I think I talked to somebody who worked on that film. Anyway, keep going.
Glenn Morgan based the character of Billy on the life of Edmund Kemper, a real-life serial killer who, as a child, had been locked in the basement of his home by his mother, who he later murdered in revenge.
Fucking A.
Okay.
Okay, the fact that that's based on something true. Awesome.
As the majority of the film takes place during a blackout inside a sorority home, the cinematographer and lighting department were forced to find inventive ways to achieve appropriate lighting on the actors, which included cutting holes in the walls.
Resident
that
Evil 3 is on sale for 67% off until the 4th. I'm just telling you, I saw the fucking advertisement here, Johnny, so you probably should get.
The film's color palette and the Christmas decorations were intentionally pushed with an overtly red color scheme as a stylistic choice by Morgan, who wanted to evoke an American Christmas, which he characterized as being a cross between Washington Irving and Coca-Cola.
Interesting.
No comment. Artsy fuckers.
Okay, so here's about the trailer. So, reportedly, at the request of Dimension Film, certain scenes in the trailer and TV spots never appear in the film and were shot solely for advertising purposes. This footage includes a young girl finding another girl trapped underneath a frozen pond, this same girl falling off the roof tangled in Christmas lights, an alternate death scene where Dana gets tangled in Christmas lights and sucked into a thresher.
Dude, that fucking looked cool.
A short.
What other movie has this happened with us? Where the
Where
trailer,
they shot different shit for the trailer.
other than Rogue One.
Well, yeah.
Never saw it.
I know we've talked about it before.
Yeah, it has happened, and I feel like it was a newer movie too. Within like the last 20
any hardcore gorehounds out there, let us know.
Okay, there's also a short scene of Melissa screaming at someone, and in a TV spot, Melissa is seen cocking a shotgun at a peephole in the front door saying, "Merry fucking Christmas." And Melissa walking down a hall where Billy can be seen crawling across the ceiling with a hatchet. Bits and pieces of Melissa's UK version of her death are also seen in the trailer. Let's see.
Why does Jaundice make him like Spider-Man, dude? Like, what the fuck? I had Jaundice. I didn't have
Jaundice Spider-Man!
In the original screenplay, the tone was much more serious, and Lee lived in the end along with Melissa, who only died. All right, continuing on. The show must go on. There were 3 alternative endings shot for the film. The first ending had Lee and Kelly engage in a heartwarming talk with Lee opening Claire's present. The ending concluded with Kelly getting a call from Kyle's phone implying either Agnes or Billy survived. The second ending had Lee being brought to the morgue to examine Agnes's body, only to find Claire's body, revealing that Agnes escaped while Billy dies from his burns. The ending concludes with Lee being killed by Agnes and Kelly electrocuting Agnes and being picked up by her parents. This ending was used in the UK version. The third ending had the morticians discovering Billy's body is missing, while a shot inside a smoke detector on the wall reveals that Billy escaped. The European version features different and more violent kills, and the complete hospital showdown has been recut completely. There's actually a lot here. In the European version, Billy dies on an operating table as doctors try unsuccessfully to revive him. Lee is taken to the morgue to ID Agnes and finds Claire's remains in the body bag. This is what I just covered about Agnes.
I want to see these different versions, dude. Like, I wonder if they're all DVD or something.
In the U.S. version, Billy drops down through a ceiling tile after Agnes is killed and chases after Kelly. Kelly breaks the window to her room and runs out into the hall with Billy close behind. He fights with her before ending up falling over a railing and being impaled on the star on top of a Christmas tree in the lobby below. I really want to see the UK version to see.
Right?
And in the UK version, Melissa's death is entirely different. Instead of breaking free from the garbage bag and eventually getting an ice skate through the back of her head, she gets bagged and her right eye is gouged out. She is then dragged by the empty socket down the hallway and killed off screen.
Damn.
So he bowling balled her ass.
Why?
I mean, dude, the skate wasn't a terrible kill by any means. It was,
right.
But that definitely has some way more like brutality to it. Like, holy fuck. Holy fuck, dude. The European version sounds way cooler.
It does. I want to try and get a hold of a copy of that somehow.
right now, a company's got to get a hold of this so we can get all of this.
Well, we mentioned this.
So good.
We mentioned in the chat that there hasn't yet been a Blu-ray release of this, correct?
I saw that because it was during the HD.
During the HD wars when it was Blu-ray versus HD DVD, and they took the route of going HD DVD instead.
That started 2005 when
Even
when PS3 and Xbox dropped or 360 dropped.
Right.
Games came out at that time. They did the HD, but now they have a Blu-ray. So
yeah, it'd be interesting to see these different, dude. Like maybe one day.
Yeah, I would love for Scream Factory to drop like a version with every copy of the movie.
Ultimate Edition.
Oh,
very nice.
So that's my behind the scenes shit, guys.
All right, nice. Yeah, dude. I mean, the biggest question I think that we kind of already talked about
The
for sure.
jaundice question.
The jaundice was
I
like,
think that it was at a time in cinema where it wasn't really cool, other than with the mute movies with The Hills Have Eyes and stuff that came a little bit before this. I want to say 2005. Is that correct, Chad?
2003 for Hills of Eyes.
Okay, here's my take. I think they wanted to give a reason as to why his mother locked him in the attic.
That's fine,
and also to explain all the eye gouging.
Wait, what?
Well, all the bodies with the eyes gouged out, all those deaths, that was Billy. Agnes never did any of those ones.
No, that was Agnes.
No, that was Billy.
Dude, Agnes she's the one who had, like, she ate the eye. She was hanging it on the tree. She was the one that was obsessed with the eye because Billy took her eye.
I got it backwards. Never mind.
Yeah. Billy was just obsessed with like.
They both do fucked up eyes. They both eat eyes. They both.
Yeah,
it's an eye obsession thing.
Stabbed by him, and that was a fake eye she had. Remember?
Right.
Okay,
and why did she look like the Wayans brothers from White Chicks?
Because there was a guy playing her.
Hey.
Okay, never mind. That makes sense. The whole time I'm just like, dude, it looks like the Wayans brothers from White Chicks. I can't deal with that.
It was a dude.
All right, makes way more sense. I mean, I don't know. This movie kind of explained every little thing. It didn't really leave any questions because it was just
it didn't need to explain.
Fuck
everything.
that.
Explained a lot.
But I gotta say, I didn't hate it. I did not hate it on the same levels that you guys did.
Actually,
I don't hate it. I hate it because of the source material.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it. So I just
think if you're gonna compare it, and I think I don't know.
If they would have called it something else and not said it was a remake,
right, and not called the guy Billy, just called it whatever. Like,
and plot holes. This thing's littered with plot holes.
Again, it's a product of its time. Name me a early 2000s movie that didn't have a shit ton of plot holes.
They try to put a bunch of red herrings in here like it's a fucking Giallo film and fail.
And that once again,
better.
If you had an independent movie from the 2000s, I could probably argue on that. But anything that's come out big, I mean, you had the Weinstein's guy in this. You know what I mean? Anything that's been overly produced, you are fucked on.
Just about any problems anybody has with this movie and any movie from the 2000s can be directly blamed on studio interference.
Right. Yes. The fact that everybody is shiny, everybody is, you know what I mean? There's just, it is that.
Not only that, if this
aesthetic
movie had a different title, like we just said, if this
we're also at the beginning of the Brown era.
Yeah.
Where everything's brown and
it was, you're starting to go late 2000s into that. Yeah.
We're starting to see the very early onsets of the darkening, as I like to call it.
The darkening. That's very good. I like that. The darkening.
Look at this wasn't called Black Christmas as a remake. It probably would have weighed way more money.
I think so.
I mean, it still made more than what it took in, or it still took in more than it made, right?
Marginally, yeah.
Bobby, you're really low, brother.
Yeah, you are.
Very quiet.
I don't want to have to fix that in post.
Sounding like Matt on comics over there.
Yeah. I can only compress so much before audio quality is compromised. You goddamn fools!
So, question: are we live on YouTube still?
Yeah, we're just recording.
Oh, okay. No, I just because it still said live, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, we're live on the off.
That's
weird.
It
says offline recording. What's weird, buddy?
I was looking at my show notes, and Johnny D's big question is still before my questions, and it should have been in there at the bottom.
That's a nice shirt.
That's weird.
Isn't it? I love it. Very simple. Very nice. Makes me want taco. Maybe it makes me want Taco Bell just to get mild sauce, dude. I don't know why.
Right? Yes.
That color scheme, dude. The orange and the red.
Hey, did Bobby just stroke out?
I'm right here.
Oh, yeah, Bobby.
You weren't moving, so I was worried.
I'm trying to. How do I sound now? I'm trying to adjust.
Focus.
You're louder.
Project louder.
Ah, there it is.
I think
Like
now
Family
we-
Guy.
Can we?
Can we get on with questions, Chad?
Yeah, let's move on to the questions.
Do it.
Oh, I have a really quick question for you guys. Anybody listening at home, if you guys catch it this week, I'll probably upload this tomorrow audio. But would you guys like to see some of the like me reading the cast and crew as a pre-recorded segment, as kind of like a, and then we have a live discussion portion or something like that? Do we pre-record episodes to increase quality and then just have a discussion portion at the end? These are ideas I had where we would intro the show and then we would cut to like the screen would cut to another thing of like me talking about like the director and stuff, and then it would cut to Chad talking about the behind the scenes and then so on and so forth, and rather than having all of us on screen at once. These are ideas that I was going to throw around to kind of evolve the show even further, kind of have it refined.
I don't know, because people like our little whole back and forth dynamic. So
I like it too.
Well, I'm talking like we keep that for the discussion portion and everything else. It's just the parts where it's primarily me talking. It is just me on screen, or it's primarily you talking. It is just you. Stuff like that. I don't know. It's just an effort to kind of make it more of a show, more of a, like a.
When you said when you threw that out, just this me fucking daydreaming here. But I was instantly just thinking of like you coming in like a fucking news report, dude. Like you have the fucking
the blazer
on here, like, all right, tapping on the desk.
Then over to Chad for behind the scenes. Like, oh no, it's just an idea that I thought was like, what can we do for Gore N More to make it that next level? And I think that maybe like that would be the next thing. You know, live shows are great, but what if we premiered them live and they still have that interaction, but like what we're watching is more uniform from week to week and it's more quality? Because like, what if I want to spend that extra money and get the 1080p upgrade? Then everything's fucking full HD quality on screen here. And I think that our video quality would also increase tremendously for not live streaming. So it's just, you have to give up one for the other. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Why don't we give it a shot for one and try?
I'd say all we can do is try. We lost John's video signal. Oh, and it's back.
You know what? I keep forgetting. You mentioned you were like, oh, upscaling. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm only at 480. I can go to 720.
Anyway, we all watched this the same way. This was on Amazon Video.
Bam.
Like, as we discussed earlier, the physical format is limited. Douche of the movie. I'm going to go with the mom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Definitely mom.
She fucking...
She could hang with the best horror moms.
Yes.
For her and
Carrie's mom.
Norman Bates' mom could hang out pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Bates' mom and Carrie's mom are all perfect.
Yep. They're all on the same wavelength.
Mrs. Voorhees would kill all three of them.
Yeah.
See, I think Carrie's mom might be a little too strict on the religious.
I think Mrs. Voorhees is the only one who actually loves their kid.
Exactly.
As if you couldn't tell that.
Yeah. Look at John, like, fuck.
No, I'm just trying to think if there's been any other time where there's been a mom that's been so.
You can say the same for Norman, but I think it's more of a control thing than a love thing. So
I think the only other one I can think of is the mother thing from Sleepwalkers.
Oh yeah.
Is that the cat movie with Stephen King?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I know the cover. I don't think I've actually watched the movie.
Yeah. It's been a minute since I've seen it. I don't remember too much about it.
Oh,
I just remember there being an incest scene.
I watched Dario Argento's The Stendhal Syndrome.
How's that?
Fucking insane. If you can get past the 2 rape sequences, it's fucking mint.
Okay, if you can get past that, then I think you should have no problem watching.
I've been training myself. Yeah, I've been trying to get myself.
What?
Last House on the Left.
OG or new one?
OG. That's one of Bobby's picks for next year.
See, I like the OG one, and yeah, the rape scene is definitely a little nuts. But I feel like, dude, the remake was just. I fast forwarded through that, and I still feel like I watched it, dude. Like, Jesus Christ,
Pretty bad.
bro! It was like a solid 5 minutes of film. You do not fucking need that at all.
You doubled it up. It was like fuck, still there.
Even the attempted rape in here was fucking strange in this movie.
It was. You almost didn't notice it at first, and then it's like,
well, thank God it was just done with shadows.
A lot of this movie was just strange.
Yeah.
Old jaundice cock Billy.
Ugh.
Imagine if they just threw a line in. They're like, "Wow, you're so much bigger than your stepdad."
Oh. Okay. Moving on, guys.
Wow.
Favorite kill.
Oh, I got mine.
The eye gouge.
Which eye gouge was your favorite?
Which one?
Kill of the movie. You literally see him dig his fucking fingers in her socket.
Yes.
His best one.
The old scoops.
Like, and I'm like, I couldn't get two in there. And I'm like, that's just so fucking cool.
I do how like it's like a uniform kill. It's bag over the head and stab in the forehead. It's that for a lot of them, or it's an eye removal. It's either or.
And you see it tear. Like,
now, is putting the bag over the head and stabbing it, is that to stop blood spray?
yes.
Oh, I figured that was just an homage to using the plastic bag from the first one.
Well,
That's what I thought too.
whenever he attacks people, if you do that, the blood's going to spray inside the bag.
yeah, but he didn't really give a shit about that in the car when he killed fucking.
Well, by the
Scott-
time they knew that he was there and they were trying to escape, so you
was
really
that,
aren't trying
was
to
that
think
him
he
or was that Agnes?
He just got there.
It was Billy, because you saw the yellow eye and the
Yeah, Billy killed Ramona Flowers, but that was when he just got there. Because it's been Agnes the whole time, which is like, that's what it was like. I wish they didn't give it away. Like, I wish they showed Billy's escape before you saw the first kill in the house. Like, that's where they fucked up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
my favorite kill is the ice skate throw.
that was good, dude.
that was good.
And then the
I-
fucking face. Anything when you take someone's face off is extra points for me. So
That was a very sharp skate.
I gotta go with the icicle. It was just so completely from out of left field.
It was a good kill, but it was just like, that doesn't really go to anybody. You know what I mean? That's the Final Destination kill.
That's that's just what I was thinking. It's
That's
a whole
like,
Final Destination moment.
that's like Jason accidentally causing the space station to explode.
Yeah, wait a
And
minute.
it's a side effect of him being there. Like if Billy didn't scare that bitch, she would have never got it in the head.
Right. She would have jumped back and hit the garage door. Okay.
So you could say he's responsible for that.
I just want to know how he killed Ramona Flowers for getting that blood splatter, because that was a fucking awesome, like, against the window.
That's just like, Jason.
Did he like he just straight up like head squisher, dude? Like, like he was.
Who knows? He could have had the unicorn in there and got a femoral artery.
Apparently, jaundice also gives you super strength too. So.
Yes, that's a certified fact.
Yes.
I talked to many doctors before this episode for research, and they all agreed that lots of cases of jaundice lead to superpowers.
I'm pissed off that mine went away then, because I was born with jaundice, and fuck, dude, I could have been creeping in fucking attics and having super strength.
Well, what the
I
fuck?
like your Christmas sweater, by the way. It's very Jason.
Oh, thank you.
I gotta get that. I need that.
It is a nice one.
So John,
Favorite kill, Chad? You said it was the ice skate too?
Icicle, he said.
Oh, icicle.
No, the icicle.
Okay, what about you, John?
Oh man, it's a tough one. I don't.
Pick a hole.
Dude, there's so many good ones. I mean, I feel like the one that was the most like Christmas themed death was the candy cane in the neck, which I expected to actually be an eye gouge the way he like opened that door, and they totally played me on that one. And I was like, oh,
that's what I was waiting for too.
That's another product of the time, is the double fake out.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Wasn't all of it.
That's just oh fuck. Many movies are like
I
that.
liked it because they gave you the setup because you knew he was going to use it as a stabbing weapon. But
speaking of fake outs, how about the fact that they gave us like a fake ending where you think they die in the house fire, and then I look at them like, holy shit, there's like 15 more minutes left of the movie.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I hated most of that? His makeup looked like shit, yet Agnes had not a scratch on her.
Yeah, he was all burned. She was just like smoky.
Coming out of the box.
Agnes was fucked up. She was definitely inbred.
Well, yeah.
Wow, who knew?
She became a man, baby.
It's a face only a father could love, or brother, depending on what you're into.
Your brother's coming home, not brother, daddy.
Oh,
yeah.
never mind. We're gonna leave that alone.
Dad.
Something about crawling through floorboards and screaming "daddy." Anyway,
That's a new thing on the hub.
best scene, peeps.
Dude, I'm gonna say the reveal of all the dead people at the end.
They're crawling in the walls when she's stuck in the fucking wall, and one's coming from below or one's coming from above her.
And the girl's trying to get her out with the
Yeah, the fucking Christmas tree on fire, slowly falling down the fucking hole.
That was a nice scene, dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna agree with Johnny. The decorated Christmas tree, the eyeless bodies. Yeah,
I love that though, man. Like the girl's head on the top of the tree.
Logistically, it makes absolutely no fucking sense, but whatever.
It's kind of like the Jason setup at the end, dude, where he's just like, "Hey, surprise! These are all the people I killed." This whole fucking
yeah, I think Sleepaway Camp did that better, didn't they?
I'm not saying they didn't. I'm just saying that I just like the aesthetic of a body covered Christmas tree.
Mutilator did it better. He hung him up.
Yeah, Mutilator did it as a nice display piece as well, but we got that throughout.
But we saw him setting that up throughout the whole movie, where this was like a sudden last minute thing.
My problem with this is a lot of the items he used are the bodies. Logistically, would have been extremely difficult in a short amount of time to get them up there, and especially the that weird fire poker thing they had that used for s'mores and marshmallows was used to hold up something, and that was already thrown prior to the lights being turned on to show that. So it's just weird to me because I felt like it was all like thrown together really quickly.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
It's one of those plot hole type things that I was talking about earlier. I think Brody talked about the several plot holes, and I think one of the bigger ones would be the mysterious sister walking in and kind of
that was
deep red herring, and then her subplot really not going anywhere other than a watch. Yeah.
Like I was trying to figure, like, was she? I was trying to figure.
You wanted her eye to come out. You wanted her eye to come out because you wanted to think she was Agnes at one point.
That would have been actually probably.
That would have made a lot more sense.
Yes.
How Agnes came in all smoking hot and like fucking old cougar style.
Yes. Why not?
Hey, I would take that.
And then at the end, like all it would take is one scene of her turning her one eye, and the other one doesn't move for you to know.
I'm not gonna lie. I like the idea that Agnes could have been one of the sorority sisters as well. Like I wouldn't have been opposed to that.
Those scenarios would have been way better than the way it went.
Just this, I feel like I would have liked this movie just that much better if you just got rid of the jaundice. If you just get rid of that, I think that's like the thing that just like tweaks me the most. Because otherwise, because then it'd just be funny. Because then you just have some random guy in his pajamas chasing you around.
Which is how. Like, I totally see why.
Like that's just like when Clark Griswold went nuts, dude. He just started chasing everybody. His little dinosaur pajamas, dude. You know what I mean?
Opening scene, mother lickers.
Yeah.
Fucking mint.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Not
good.
bad.
It starts off with a kill, a very reminiscent kill because they tease you with the bags in there.
Yes, in the rocking chair, you get a nice little
It's fucking
homage.
solid.
See, the rest of the movie should have kept that whole suspense like that scene had.
Yeah.
Right, like, dude, if they went up and like Agnes played with the body more and stuff like that, had like some freak out.
Here's a question with hindsight. You guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
How badly did the Weinsteins abuse these girls?
That's something I probably do not want to think about.
I think I want to answer this question.
There's a lot of young girls that got this job.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm just saying.
That's terrible.
These girls were prime. This is literally their victim list.
I'm guessing, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably say that whole spread.
Yep.
All the girls you saw on camera.
I bet you a lot of them
Good
have
chance.
are repeat workers for their company.
You're definitely probably not wrong.
And I
This
think
wasn't-
that needs to be brought up with every fucking movie we talk about it. We need to bring up the Weinsteins. If they had some filthy fucking hand in it. I mean, the first film we did with The Burning, Weinstein's had a fucking hand in.
Right.
I think that we need to
That was
bring
one of
this
their very
up.
first movies.
Yeah, it's one of the grossest stories in Hollywood. And you just can't help but think about the women. Like we talk about fucking rape. How about the real life fucking rape that happened in order for these girls to be in this fucking
Right.
movie?
Hey, you want to roll? You know what you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
A lot of these girls were just TV actors or,
Yeah.
or something like that beforehand. Small parts.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
And yeah, that's a fucked up thought, or it's a fucked up question, but at the same time, dude, it's
It begs to think, you know?
right.
How about we flip this around and talk about something more positive and go to best tits, hottest girl, best dick.
That's such a horrible timing.
That's a perfectly terrible, horrible timing.
This is hard. Because, like I said, this is just like a fucking menagerie of girls from the early 2000s.
I
Go ahead, Chad.
I gotta say the drunk chick because we got some side boob.
Who's that?
She had a good body, man. The face was
She
a little
did.
dark.
The girl that gets killed after smoking a cigarette.
The Mean
no.
Girls. The Mean
yeah.
Girls, right?
Yeah, she's pretty good looking.
My second pick, the Cougar.
Is who?
What?
Cougar.
Not
Ooh.
bad. See, my second pick would be Ramona Flowers.
Okay. Fair enough. That's a good one.
Yeah.
In or out of the car?
I'm gonna have to go with the what's her name, dude? The chick from Buffy there that we were talking about earlier. Her, and then probably Ramona Flowers as a secondary. I don't know, man. They're all delish, dude.
Did we only have like two guys in this movie? Billy and the boyfriend.
You had the boyfriend, and yeah.
Oh,
I guess
and stepdaddy that couldn't get it
You know
done.
what?
Oh yeah, stepdaddy and daddy. Yeah.
Best pick, I'll go Drunken Santa.
Daddy was pretty hot, by the way. For best dick, the real dad.
Lucky with that girl in the hospital.
He was until Billy fucking cockblocked his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanted to get some Santa peppermint, sugar cane going.
Like at least Jason lets him fucking stick it in before he fucking spears him. You know what I mean? Like, Billy's just like, nope, fuck you.
He let me get a little first.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted Billy to keep the Santa fucking outfit the whole movie, but
I think that would have been cool.
he goes right back to the PJs. I don't know. The PJs thing is like that's kind of what he was in the attic when he was growing up and stuff. He seemed like he was always just in that, so it just makes sense,
He always felt the best at home.
right?
We make him
My family now.
So, boys and girls, did the score set the mood? Absolutely.
Yeah. Christmas,
Yeah, so
Christmas music. I mean,
Christmas music.
yeah,
Unless films have prominent soundtracks, these questions don't apply.
a little bit slowed down Christmas music too, make it a little creepier. You know, give that ambiance.
Favorite character?
All these characters kind of suck. So
Yeah, I can't really pick one. They were all just kind of.
They all acted good, but nothing stands out.
I guess you know what? I'm gonna go with the den mother because she just seemed like she had was ready to have a good time and wanted to party.
Yeah, she wasn't the stick in the mud that the original Den Mother was.
No, this one seemed like she was ready to have a good
Although
time.
the original wasn't the original
other
Den Mother like a
was
raging.
not really a stick in the mother. She was like a stick in the mud. She's fucking drinking and shit.
Yeah, I just remember she had that whole bottle of sherry.
Yeah, but she had multiple bottles, didn't she?
Oh, yeah,
she had like hidden in the closet and fucking that dude. And just going back to that movie, she had one of my best kills too, man. She had the fucking hook, dude, right up in. Oh, so good.
Oh, that's one of the best ones.
And that was one thing I'm surprised that they never brought back as much as they went into the attic.
Looks like you guys want to watch the original again soon.
I mean, I'm probably going to over vacation regardless. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking because me and Steph watched this and she liked this. I think she'd like the original better.
Probably.
Dude, like I said, when I watched this, I watched the original first, and that just it made it so much harder to like this.
I think the mom for me for favorite character only because she was only the character's like really scary for me.
Dude, her fucking smoking teeth too, man.
Yeah,
when she's like having Christmas there with Agnes, just like, just creeps me the fuck out, dude.
The mom really is the purpose and the point of all of this. She kind of like puts everything in motion. And she kind of allows you to be sympathetic towards Billy at certain points in the film.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of allows you to, at the same point, reason I hate this film, I kind of understand it and it works because of the fact that they go in such depth. It gets you almost to the point where you're just sympathetic with Billy and then it eats people's eyeballs.
And cookie backs. Or
cookie backs. But at the same time, I think they overdo it. So, yeah. Somebody put a lot of thought into Billy's backstory, just too much.
Yeah, this is where less would have been more.
Yeah.
That's always horror movies. Less is more.
Slasher films do it best if they do it the first 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes, or not at all.
Yeah, not in the middle.
It is a thing that stands tried and true. We are mentioned last episode, so.
So here's a quick random side thought. Do you think in the new Black Christmas they have the phone call freak out in that?
The new Black Christmas focuses around a fraternity.
No, I know.
Is
I'm just wondering if they happen to keep the same, like where they do the creepy phone call.
Yeah, isn't there like some kind of
Yeah.
like supernatural spin on it this time?
Wait, there is?
There's like a cult that's a fraternity that's going
Yeah.
around. I think that's girls. Yeah.
You see this black figure. It really doesn't
It's not Billy. It's a group of people. It's exposed later. Yeah.
what we would envision.
And then they all team up.
I didn't mean to necessarily bring that up. I was just wondering if like they kept anything from the
They did slight homages, but I don't think that it's
word.
nothing close to this.
Right.
And the movie ends with them all looking into the camera and saying, "Girl power."
God damn it.
Oh, there you go.
I have no idea. It might. I have no idea.
It just ends with
I'm not going to find out. So
Yeah.
let's just say it does.
Find out.
Yeah. Any of these Blumhouse productions are just.
What if
Really
that's
let-
the first movie that all our gorehounds make us watch, dude? Like if they pay for the Patreon, they're like, we want you to watch the new Black Christmas.
Hey, if you're paying me, I'll fucking watch it.
So, yeah, if we're getting paid for it, we'll watch it. But
Yeah.
I'm not watching it on my own time.
There you go, gorehounds. If you hear that
If
shit,
you want, yeah. If you want to watch any shitty new movies, let us know. It's gonna
No,
cost you.
do not let them pick it because we'll end up watching a fucking Serbian film.
Actually, if you donate $100 to our PayPal, Chad will watch a Serbian film.
I'll take
and
my shirt
review it.
off.
No, not even for
Hey,
that.
that's
Nope.
3 months of our live software paid for right there.
I've never wanted to watch it, dude. But I think if somebody were to donate $100, I would do it.
Yeah.
I've already watched it, so the three of you, that's up to you.
I'll be like, I'm out, bitches. Like, see you.
I'll be like,
You know what? I'll just have Brody talk about it. There's fucking. He watches so much of it. He
Really?
literally told me the whole movie, like from verbatim.
I broke the disc. So
Did you finish the movie or was it?
I went like this.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like after a certain scene and you were like, you know what? Nope.
I'm
Like
one of those
just-
people where I'm committed. I will finish. And when I was done, I went.
I'm a big fan when he finishes.
I know.
I mean,
Who is
yeah.
Favorite
It's like
character?
Marvel.
Did we talked that already?
Yeah, we talked. We're up to was it
Was it
scary?
No.
It had suspense part, but not.
The only suspenseful was the opening scene, as we mentioned earlier to me.
I was scared for a young boy locked in the attic with a weird mom. I'll say that. I don't know if it would be scared. I just.
I think if you were a woman, a girl, and was afraid of a guy watching you all the time, that might be scary.
These movies are scary to the people who they target.
And
If you're a sorority girl, you're gonna not like this movie at all.
I would say if you're a part of that audience, yes. But if you're like us, who can watch this shit and be just fine, no.
Right.
Once again, big market, you know, AAA, blah, blah, blah.
Even smaller market for films that actually scare us.
Yeah, right.
Does it hold up today? I'm gonna have to say no, only because it's the very beginning of the darkening. It's way too much lore packed into the time that it's allotted. I think that there's too many plot holes that go unanswered, and I think John Despilly is just too much.
I'm going to say, I mean, I didn't like it when I first saw it, so no, I don't know.
I mean, I don't hate this, so I don't want to say it doesn't hold up, but I do want to say that it really could use the right kind of work to even make it.
It needs a little more colorful editing. Trim certain scenes.
We need that fucking European
Yeah, we just
version.
need an alternate. Honestly, I think it's the meat and potatoes are there.
I feel like
just
if
think
I feel like if we
properly.
saw that version, we'd appreciate it a lot more.
I agree.
cut out some lore, make it flow better, we could probably have a really good slasher film.
We would have a much more cohesive.
I mean, I'd be happy with it ending with them walking out of the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, with the house burning down completely, absolutely.
Yeah. Billy can't come back because there's no home.
The house burns down, but they do not find the bodies.
There you go. Done. That's all you need.
Fucking crisp for a sequel. That's all I would say.
Yeah, but then the sequel would go some weird route to where like him and Agnes had a kid, and now that kid's the killer. And
Ooh,
But you know something?
that's double incest.
double fresh,
Double secret incest.
double mint gum.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the third one's juicy fruit.
Acting.
Yeah. Fucking A, buddy.
I think acting was pretty decent. I think whoever played Billy does a really good fucking job.
Oh, acting was fine.
Yeah, acting a B+ for this movie. B+.
Solid B plus.
Yeah.
Cinematography, I had a couple shots that made me fist pump. I will mention 3 of them. One of them was the pan shot for the butterfly knife.
Oh, when the guy takes it out. Okay, yeah.
That is an homage to Giallo films, if I've ever fucking seen one. The previously mentioned shot of the Spider-Man crawl under the floor. And then the other shot would be Billy crawling down. No, not Billy crawling down. Agnes crawling up inside the wall.
That's what I was thinking. Any shot where it was shown inside the walls, I thought was done very well.
Yeah, that's
From a production design standpoint. Holy fuck!
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Mhm.
Nick is sweating somewhere. Like, can you
okay.
imagine?
I'm glad you brought this up because obviously Brody mentioned this in his video too, but like, who the fuck decorates like that for Christmas, dude? Unless you're doing like Christmas night light fights or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking nuts, dude.
They just have like Christmas lights up year round anyway. So,
Well, like I said, keep in mind that it was they used that as a lighting source because it was supposed to be a blackout.
true.
I'm pretty sure that was literally the only reason they had all those lights up inside the house.
But I mean, like, even at the hospital and stuff, they had them like perfectly down all the banisters and shit, dude. And it's like, it's hard not to notice like how immaculate
So they're
everything
trying
is.
to really sink you into an atmosphere.
No, and they do a great job. Yeah. Like, I love like when she's going down the hall the first time and they go up into the attic and they give you that shot of the light switching from red to green. So then that way, when she's up in the attic, you know, clearly it's a lighting rig, but you get that nice green and red like flowing through it.
Sidebar, speaking of Christmas decorations, there's a house in Jersey that is decorated like the Griswold house.
Fucking
I saw pictures of that.
And I want to go visit it. I think I'm going to go visit it this week before Christmas. It looks so cool in the fucking.
Please do
And
make
send
sure
pictures. Send pictures, videos, whatever you can.
I will. I'm going to try and see if I can go a night before I like have to go to bed and go find it and take pictures for all of us.
get yourself one of these hats and a short white bathrobe if you could.
I got cigars, so I can.
Yeah, I mean, then you're right there. Then you're perfect. Perfect.
Love it. Love
You
it.
need slippers, baby. That's about it.
premise.
Yes and no.
Yes,
yeah.
but the original's
Yes.
just got the better.
Yes for the whole stalking the sorority sisters. No for all the backstory.
Yeah,
Agree.
I'll agree with that. Give me the ending we were supposed to get.
Like premise killers at Christmas, we obviously love it.
Yeah.
But
Premise in terms of this movie comparison.
yeah, I'd rather watch fucking last week's movie all over again like 3 more times.
Actually, yes, I agree with that 100%.
I enjoyed last week's movie very much.
Yeah, that was so much better.
Not only that, I just like that movie. That was way more. I mean, this was fun. Don't get me wrong. That was just a way more fun.
See, and I agree. This is a fun movie. Like this is one that you could definitely put on with friends and just like you don't have to pay attention to it. You can definitely shoot the shit at it and like laugh at it.
Yeah, make out during it and everything.
And that's going to be a good way to segue to our next one. We don't want to remake it.
No.
No.
Because
done it, we know, and it sucks.
go back and watch the OG. It's much better.
Go back
Much
to what, 74?
Yes, but I don't want to say recycle either because I really want to
Exactly.
see the European
There's value.
version.
Yeah.
I do want to. Okay, listen. If you got me a copy of the European, I would watch it again.
So here, for the first time in Gore N More history, we will rewind an alternative cut that we haven't seen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just you see it. Yeah.
Because anything's better than what we've seen.
Well, for you and I, at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, rating.
Mm.
I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually what I was going for too.
Yeah, 3 out of 5.
I'm gonna
Hey,
go.
Johnny D.
I'm going 2.3.
Siding with
And
the
that's a Gore N
DKB.
More score of 2.8.
Actually, I think that's
Not
way
bad.
more.
Not bad. Pretty accurate.
Like it, I feel like it's below half, but it needs to be a little bit above a 2.
Yeah.
Because from production standpoint alone.
And for the fact that, like I said before, if it wasn't called the movie it was called, I would obviously actually give it a higher rating.
It's either that or you get rid of the jaundice bullshit. That's all I say. It's just one or the other. I don't care.
See, I gave it a 3 just for the gore itself.
I think they make medicine for that, right?
I mean, usually you just throw the baby in a little light tube for like a week or so, and usually it gets rid of the jaundice. So,
well, the mother just wanted him to be.
Apparently, they didn't have insurance because the hospital just kicked their fucking asses out. They didn't even offer that shit. But then again, it was like what in like
1970.
Yeah.
Was it 70s?
Yeah, I think it was Christmas 1970, wasn't it?
You might be right.
Yes, it was. So next episode is Rare Exports.
Yes, and let me tell you, you will have no problem finding this movie.
It's everywhere.
It's literally everywhere.
Hulu, Amazon, Tubi, Vudu, Crackle, Sling TV, Shudder.
Like I said, it's even on the Arrow app.
Yeah, I didn't even check Peacock. It might be on there.
It could be. It could be.
If anyone has Shudder, I recommend dial code Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deadly Games. It also goes by the name.
Oh, that's the French movie.
Yes.
That's the one that's like Home Alone, right?
Yes. One could say Home Alone ripped it off.
Yeah, it came out the year before Home Alone, actually.
We talked about this last.
We did talk about this last year because there was a big. That's kind of when it like really. I think the first.
I believe that Vinegar Syndrome just released it as well.
Well, Joe Bob just covered it on Shudder.
Oh, did he?
He covered that, and he covered Christmas Evil.
Yes, he did.
And I was like, very nice.
Didn't they do an article on the fact that Home Alone was based off that film? We read about it.
Yeah, we covered that last year around this time. I think Bloody Disgusting covered that.
I believe you're right.
So that was the first time I discovered that film.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I do want to watch it with Joe Bob. I think
if you're going to watch one last,
I feel like that would be the best way to watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it with Joe Bob.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Darcy does a good job on that episode.
And I love that they do the QVC shit on that.
Yes, I did notice that.
Oh, I didn't get to finish it. Like I said, I started it. I didn't even get into the movie. I just got down to like the fucking rundown and shit that he does.
Oh, I got to the second break. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. We'll have to finish up and enjoy those. For next time.
Speaking of Joe Bob, how did you guys like that thing I shared in the chat the other day with the his original introduction when they premiered Evil Dead?
I like.
Oh, on he wasn't even on Monster Vision yet. Yeah, that was
way before that. This is what Joe Bob Briggs Drive-In Theater.
See, now I didn't get Joe Bob. I never saw Joe Bob till he came to TNT and was on Monster Vision, or whatever. And that's when I first saw like Army of Darkness and shit, dude. And man,
like I said, I watched that on a weekly basis when I was in high school.
Dude, Joe Bob brought me a lot of movies and just exposed me to a lot of shit that I would have never watched, dude. And it was awesome.
I just love the part is after this movie, they can show the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on the Disney Channel.
And speaking of the awesome man that he is, I'm sure you saw this, TJ. I loved his Christmas message.
What?
Do you remember Joe Bob's Christmas wish and Christmas message to everybody? Shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, shut the fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up. That's what Joe Bob wants for Christmas. I love it. Uh-oh.
I'm not a cult. I'm not a cult.
Pretty fucking much, dude. Pretty fucking much.
That's great.
Oh man. So yeah, other than that, gentlemen, do we got any other nice little horror tidbits, or is that about it?
Like I said, Resident Evil 3 is on sale right now. New trailer for Rock Turd dropped.
There is a little horror news I wanted to mention, and especially to our lovely host, Mr. TJ. Did you hear about a new game that dropped called the Callisto Protocol? It's from the makers of the original Dead Space.
Visceral Games or Red Shore?
It's the guys who used to be in Visceral.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's their original concept before what they actually wanted to do, like which turned into Dead Space. But it's about like this weird, like, it's like a prison in space and some shit goes down. The trailer looks nice. Doesn't have any gameplay or anything, but, sets the mood, I would say.
What's the name of it?
It's called the Callisto Protocol. It's supposed to drop in like 2022.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to write that down so I can keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, my brother-in-law just sent me the trailer right before the podcast, dude, because he was telling me about it. I was like, oh, I need to watch this again.
We should do the animated movies sometime.
I have them both.
Yeah.
I do have them both.
Those are quality. So I guess that's all for this week of the Gore N More podcast. I'll see you guys next week with a new episode and review of Rare Exports. So this is your host with the motherfucking most, TJ Bowser, the Lady Rouser, saying, bye-bye.
This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Christman, saying, Merry Christmas, bitches.
This is Big Johnny D saying, Merry Christmas, Gorehounds.
This is your killing machine, Bobby Kimone, saying, ho, ho, ho. Where? Merry Christmas.